Well, I thought the conditions were tough. It was sunny in the beginning from the one end. Hopefully the same again tomorrow, so it's sunny. But then it got really gusty, and I think we both struggled early on with our rhythm. And I think towards the end of the sets, I just I got in some good returns, and that allowed me then to actually go after my shots a bit more. Whereas in the beginning, if you're down 30 love all the time, on the other guy's serve, the other guy can hit freely. And you just got to make sure you kind of stay in the game, but then it's hard. But I got off a good start in on many occasions towards the end, and so I'm very happy that in those important moments I was able to come up with the goods.
Roger, for a quick question and a follow-up. The quick one is, was that the shot of your life?
Well, I would think so. I mean, even though it's I think the third or fourth time I hit it in a match now. The way I was able to hit it, with pace and accuracy, and it's something that happens so rare. And it was a semifinal of a Grand Slam after all. So to come up with that, to get match point against Djokovic here in the semis is amazing. And I think that's why it probably is, yes.
And then the follow-up is, Novak said in the press conference, he said, he senses as an opposing player a calmness in you that he attributes to the fact that maybe now that you are a dad and you have the records behind you, you've reached those thresholds in life and in your career. And then I asked him to say, to clarify if that's really what he meant. He said, well, yeah, it is, but you'd have to ask him. So I'm asking you.
He's asking me a question almost.
Well, yeah, he's using me as a conduit.
Okay, fine.
So let me be the conduit.
Okay.
Are you?
I can answer him directly in the locker room.
I prefer to answer.
You prefer to have answered? Okay. No, look, I mean, I think I've always been pretty relaxed out on court. Just because I don't get too crazy today anymore about great shots, bad shots, because I know I have so many more points and games and matches to play in my life. But I definitely think from the media standpoint, I'm not getting that many tough questions anymore, because the Paris question is answered, the 15 is answered, and that allows me to just have more relaxed press conferences, and that can have a little effect on the the match courts as well. But I mean, of course, I'm relieved and happy that the summer went so well, as a tennis player. But of course, more importantly, almost, that things went well with Mirka, and the two kids going through that pregnancy, having twins. It's not something that was that simple after all. And I definitely feel I'm relaxed today. But still, walking out on court, you always have the pressure. Just because, I mean, you speak to Murat Safin, it's his last year, you should have nothing to lose, and you cannot play freely sometimes still, just because it's not that simple to just start pounding every ball. That's not the goal here. You have to play smart, and that's why I still feel the pressure, but it just doesn't show. And I definitely enjoy tennis so much that I think that's what gives me that sense of calm, really, I think.
Roger, Rafa wanted me to ask you.
Anybody else?
Seriously.
No, okay.
Are you having fun? Sometimes you get caught up in the motion, and you think you have a chance tomorrow?
Well, I mean, I think Del Potro had a great match today against Rafa. I mean, because Rafa doesn't give you any easy matches. So for him to come through the way he did, it's say the least impressive, and that's why not to be underestimated. He's had one of the best summers, with some other guy, with Murray probably, and he seems fresh too, even though it's his first Grand Slam final. Of course, now it's back to back, and he got the early session, was now looking back is a good thing for him. But I'm feeling fine physically and mentally, so I'm not worried, about that for tomorrow. But we had a great match in Paris, I thought, which was very close, and it's going to be interesting to see how things turn out this time.
But are you having fun? I mean,
I am having a lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, Roger, following up on your Paris match, you played 5 sets in Paris. What is different in terms of your game, in terms of Del Potro's game right now, compared to when you played that last match? And now I also have a problem.
Well, I mean, go back to the beginning of the year, I had a very easy match with him in Australia, which was very surprising to me because he came, it was a quarterfinal match, I just found out Mirka was having twins. Then I was going into that match like, all right, let's see how this is going to affect me, and it didn't. So I was relieved there. But then in Madrid and especially in Paris, you could feel like he was just improving every month. He was getting better. He was hitting his serves better from the baseline. He was getting more confident. He knows much more now today what he needs to do on a tennis court. Whereas maybe in the beginning, because he's so tall, he needs to figure out his game, and I think he did that in the last 6 months now. I don't know what's going to happen this time because again, Paris was clay. This is a faster hard court, but he's got the all court game, so it's going to be interesting, I think.